Hi everyone, it's Marie, and I'm here today sharing a video using the Let's Go Documenter Kit. This kit worked really well for a travel page, especially because of the stamp set that's included with it. And I also really loved the basic color scheme of the kit with some soft pinks and greens. And I thought they would go really well with some photos I had of a trip to Ireland. The first thing I did was print out my photos, and since I had two 4x6 landscape photos, I chose a page protector that would house both of those. And then I printed some smaller photos out on 3x4 cards. And on these cards, I was able to get 4 photos on each card, which worked out really well because I was able to get 10 pictures all together in the layout. Once I had my photos printed out and set in the pockets, I went through and picked out my journaling cards that I wanted to use. And I went through the stack and I picked the color in the girl's skirt in the top photo, kind of a purple pink color. And I was looking for cards that would kind of go along with that color and work well with it. And I found this one kind of half marbled, half pink card. And I chose that to use that in the opposite corner. Once I had chose the pink, I wanted to add some more of that color into my layout. So I took some of the transparency circles, the pink ones, and put those in another pocket. And I was going to staple these in, but they actually fit really well, and I don't think actually I'm going to go back and staple them. I think I'll let them just lie loose. But this way I had kind of a triangle of pink in my page. So in each corner I had a little bit of pink, which I thought looked really nice. And then I had a secondary triangle of green colors with my other photos. At this point, I wanted to start embellishing the one journaling card I was using on this page. And I really liked the stamp set that came with the kit, so I knew I wanted to stamp on it. And I also really liked those little tabs that came with the kit. I was going to use the noted tab, but the color was just a little bit off, and so I chose the number 3 instead because this was actually the 3rd day of the trip. So it kind of tied in together both color-wise and for what was on the tag itself. And then I took the stamp set and I used the travel note stamp, and I stamped right alongside of it to add just a little extra detail to the card. I like the idea of just kind of adding everything all together on one card, one of the tabs and some stamping and a photo and a journaling card, and just putting it all together for a lot of detail in one pocket on the page. I have to admit that journaling is my weak spot, but I did want to add some journaling to this page, so I decided to change things up again and just write out a list of highlights of different things that happened on the trip, and then use the emoticon stamps to accent them. So the first thing on my list says that there were chicken and potatoes every night, and so I kind of put a yucky face next to it just because I think the group coordinator didn't really coordinate which meal, so everyone was a little bit tired of the same thing night after night. The next thing says kissing the Blarney Stone, and I put kind of a little scared face because to kiss a Blarney Stone you have to hang over the edge of this castle wall and it's a long way up, so I used a scared face. The next item says riding in a jaunty carriage, which was fun, and it was a nice day, so I put a kind of a sunny smile face. The next one was St. Patrick's Cathedral, which was just absolutely amazing, so I put a wow face next to that one. And then the last one was trying to get rid of the neck pillow, which was just kind of a funny story on the trip. My daughter was given a neck pillow, and no matter what she did, she was trying to throw it away, and people kept bringing it back to her, the flight attendants and the room service, and she could never get rid of this neck pillow for the whole trip, even though she kept trying to. And I just kind of put a what the heck face next to that one. And so I really like how it adds just a fun piece of journaling to my page. And I placed that card right in the center because it kind of is the center of the entire trip, tells the story of everything that was happening. Finally, I did one last pass over my page, and I really wanted to add extra embellishments, So I just went through each and everything that came with the kit, from the letter stickers to the transparencies, and tried to figure out what I hadn't used already. I came across the cardstock stickers and decided, maybe to try to find a place for some of those. And again, I started with the pink stickers and went to use those just again so that it would kind of all coordinate together. I ended up choosing the love stamp and put that right over the picture of the sheepdog, just to kind of highlight him out from everything else, because he really was adorable and amazing, and I just wanted him to have his own special spotlight on the page. I was going to add some of the cardstock shapes up into the corner as well, up into the upper left corner as well. But in the end, I decided, because that was a transparent pocket, I didn't really want the stickers to show through to the back side. So I ended up leaving those off and not using them on my page after all. So that pretty much finished up my page, and I'm really happy with how it all turned out. I think the photos really helped tell the story of what it was like in Killarney. I used a lot of photos of locals there working. There's a picture of women who knit scarves for trees and put them on the trees. There's a photo from the local newspaper and what was the headlines during that period, which happened to be Brexit at the time. And just all sorts of things that kind of show what real life there is in that country and in those little villages. So that's a look at my travel page using the Let's Go Documenter kit. Thanks so much for joining me here today, and I will see you next time.